let's flip a coin. Heads Carolina, tails California.
Hello, it's Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I'm getting ready to leave for Ecuador, and I'm having a lot of problems. It's just unbelievable how many little things interrupt my day here in America. Look at that. I got $400 of $1 bills. Each bundle's 50. Okay, Ecuador, I think Ecuador, Panama, and I think El Salvador all use dollars and American dollars. That means that I can get off the plane in Ecuador and pay with these dollars. The trouble is, the daily wages of Ecuador is probably somewhere around $10 to $15 a day, meaning that a $20 bill is like a $100 bill here. So, being that I don't want to spend all my time trying to cash $20 bills, I talked to my friend Bob, and I'm going to see in Vicabamba, and he told me, hey, you know, he was talking about the dollars. I said, because you get off a plane, you need some cash, and truthfully, you can lose a lot of leakage. You can have a lot of leakage on cash the first day or two, because you don't really know the money, whatever, but you don't know the correct prices, whatever, things like that. So I'm really happy, because I just hate anybody that's traveled as much as I have, or anybody that's ever traveled a year or so knows that change is a huge problem. And I would do anything to get rid of it, including carrying 400 $1 bills. Okay, I'm having real problems. I used to have this bottle I carried for about 5 years. I got it in Thailand with my shampoo, and it had this little thing called an orifice reducer. It's a little cap in here, and it goes inside here, and it made the hole bigger. Then it had long threads on it, and it wouldn't leak. I went to Walmart knowing they had some bottles. I just bought this to tell you that this is not what you want. Okay, for one thing, this is a squeezable one. Anything that pops open will pop open. And this is considered a 3-ounce dispensing travel tube for body wash thing. It's actually considered a travel bottle, and it pops open. I was like going, you couldn't have a worse design. I mean, if you're gonna make it so that it pops open, make it so hard that it can't squeeze, right? Because things squeeze in your luggage. But I was just laughing. I thought I'd buy that and show you a little gear update. You want to avoid any kind of quick open. They call them disc. I've been trying to buy some of the special ones. I can't. I want to buy 12-ounce bottles and sell on Amazon.com with the little orifice reducer inside, and they're really quite difficult to buy. And they should have a lot more threads than just 2 or 3. They should have like 6. I mean, if you had 6 threads, and I think it's supposed to be like some kind of special plastic. This is the right plastic. You have brittle plastic and you have hard plastic. But I mean, if you can still have something relative. You know, the bigger the bottle, the more it's going to break in a way. So if you have those little travel bottles, I even went and looked for some little travel bottles, and they all seem to have pop-up openings. Bottom line is, you don't want anything that pops off. It was one of the first travel tips I ever wrote, I think almost 15 years ago, I wrote a tip about things. I was just trying to I'm always laughing about it. I remember writing these tips, and sometimes I need to bring them up to date and make them into videos and things like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do on Tuesday is I got to go to my sister's taking me to the South Bend Airport where I catch Coach USA. It cost me $40 to get from South Bend Airport to Chicago ORD. What is it called? ORD is O'Hare. ORD is the numbers. I tend to think of airports like in the airport letters. ORD is Chicago O'Hare, DTW is Detroit, Fort Wayne is FWA, Bangkok is BKK, Cuenca is CUE, I think. But I'm trying to go to I'm trying to buy a ticket right now for maybe somewhere Prague, Bulgaria, and whatever. And you know that you're done your homework when you finally remember all the airport codes. I'm actually researching Sofia, Bulgaria, Prague, Czech Republic. There's a Chiznia, that's Moldova, I think it's called, that I'd really like to fly into there, or maybe Bucharest. What I want to do is make I decided that I'm going to make a by land trip through about 5 or 6 countries. Then hopefully, if I find a place where it's really good to park, I'll park for a month. And then I actually have, looks like I have about almost 5 months I can spend in Europe. So I'll probably be spending 5, it looks really good. My mom, I better get going. My mom, better shut this off and let my mom go to church. It's Memorial Day weekend. We just went and put a bunch of flowers on graves and stuff out of my grandmother Fleck and all these people. Okay, Andy Graham trying to get you updated on what's going on. Oh, by the way, I'm taking a baking soda bath every single day. I'm just using it for soap, and it absolutely makes my skin feel perfect. Probably dries it out a little, but it does seem to just do something to the skin better than what it is. It's a little hard to use. I will make a video on showing you how to take a baking soda thing. You got to put it's just a little complicated because it all dissolves in water, and you could use. The first time I did it, I used about half the thing just taking one shower. Okay, Andy Graham, Hobo Traveler, Ask Andy Show. Hey, send your questions. I know that a lot of readers are. It's hilarious to me. Once I come back to the United States, I even have readers just stop reading me because they think I'm finished. It's not true. I'm a perpetual traveler. I'm going to go on forever. I'm not going to live in the United States. I'm going to travel perpetually for the rest of my life. I just love the lifestyle. I love the unhooking from the American nightmare. There's this rat trap that's consuming America, and they basically are just like, it's like they're little Pac-Man walking around eating everything, and they just can't stop themselves by, it's like you see people on their cell phone. They can't let go. They can't put it down. They need this thing. It's like getting involved in a really good movie, and you can't leave to go, get a drink of water because the movie's so good. You just don't want to miss anything. Somehow I think America's got all these little captivating things. They go shopping and they can't stop it. They go on their cell phones and they can't stop themselves. It's real interesting, and it's really, really diff. I mean, we go eat and you can't get out of the eating thing. I cannot get out of the eating process in America because I don't know. Everybody just like hooks in it. I have to really concentrate on how to unhook from this culture that just, the only way to be accepted is to go along, right? And it's really tough. But I'm going to go back to Ecuador and lose another 10 pounds, lose 10 pounds, and get back in shape, get some sun. This place is at 1,500 meters high. It's the same height as Guatemala. Oh, by the way, I may be going to Guatemala in January 15th. Anybody want to do this Live Abroad seminar is $500, and I basically help you get a room, set you up, make sure you get a room for around $150, $200 a month, okay, not a week. Help you to pick you up at the airport, get you to Lago Atalan. You can do this. Sign up now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go, but just keep in tune on this, because I'm serious. If anybody wants to go to Vicabamba and wants a Live Abroad seminar for $500, I will help you. Pick you up get you at the Cuenca airport, get you all the way to Vicabamba. Make sure that you're set up in a room for a couple $100 a month, and make sure you're safe, happy, content. So I'm always offering these things anywhere I'm going. I'm going to be in Vicabamba for 79 days. So you got, if you did it in the next 30 days, you could really benefit good. Okay, Andy Graham.
We can